Oh my goodness. And we are live and I'm already laughing, so this is going really well.
Catalina, are you already drunk? We just started.
I have almost nothing left in here. Hello, everyone. Yeah, we were backstage for a bit before this happened. Hello everyone, welcome to the very first episode of Contessa Catalina's Wine Mixer. I am here with my very dearest friends, Lady Rosaline and Lady Morgan. And you all have selected some great things for us to talk about. So like I said this morning, my cousin the Pope said I have some leftover wine. It's sacramental, so don't let it go to waste. So here we are.
Happy Sunday to everyone.
Happy Sunday to everyone. Yes.
I'm feeling especially holy this Sunday. Yes.
You're feeling holy?
I'm feeling especially holy.
Holy. Yep.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, sure. Yes, and as we have already been discussing, and this show is not necessarily for children. So just
Nope.
No chase treasure shows are ever recommended for the children.
I've got an anatomical skeleton behind me. This is exciting.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Oh wow, you can stick your forehead right in his crotch.
Yeah, just ta-da. And that was something I picked up from a market a while ago. It's the Victorian way of looking at human bodies, and it's really fun. I also have several collected Victorian things that are like what whales look like, but are definitely not what whales look like at all. They're great. I love it.
Well, I guess we're rolling right into this one. Speaking of dead bodies, the number one topic that was voted on the Patreon is, oh goodness gracious, is random murder facts, and I'm going to click here.
All right.
I have 0 random murder facts, Catalina. Rosaline does not like dead things. She likes things to be alive. Well, I think it's going to be a Morgan.
I think this is, once we get started on the topic, Rosaline, I will be surprised if you come up with something. If you'll be able to say, oh God, I remember that thing.
I remember that time that creepy guy killed someone outside of my chateau.
What is it you're drinking, Rosaline?
It's grapefruit juice.
All right.
There we go.
Just making sure. All right, go ahead. I
apologize. I'm going to say I'm apologizing in advance that I keep rubbing my nose. I've had like nosebleeds recently because my house is very dry. So if I start bleeding on camera, that's why.
No.
That is what they said on this Lady Mac facts. Don't let her fool you. Oh no, out then, spot.
Actually, it really is. Hydrogen peroxide gets blood out of pretty much anything, in case anyone's real curious.
All right. That's good stuff.
It bubbles when it contacts, and that gets it out of stuff. It does.
Hello, I see Mr. Tomiabot is here, and he is saying hello to everyone. So I'm going to say hello. You are my favorite.
Oh, Fräulein's here too. Hello, Fräulein.
Hello, Fräulein. Oh my goodness. So yes, any other? All right. So hydrogen peroxide gives up blood stains. That's just good to know.
That's good to know.
Good to know. I'm sure it works on marinara as well.
All right, so I mentioned this was in the pre-chat, and I kind of mentioned this in a text chat that we had before. I had found out about a nipple belt, and she was like, "Wait a minute, what? A nipple belt?" So that's a thing, and this is the famous murderer Ed Gein, Gein, I think is how you pronounce it.
Oh, I had no idea this was relevant to the murder facts. I thought
no, he's real. Yeah.
Oh no,
he's a real person. So that was, as far as we are aware, he only officially killed one person, who is Bernice Warden, who disappeared in November of 1957. This was in like a really small town. And then eventually, I don't remember why they figured out that she had gone over to Ed Gein's house. And Ed Gein was living in the house of his mother, who had passed away quite a while ago. And he is also a major inspiration for Psycho. So this is where a lot of this stuff kind of comes from. Psycho and the guy from Silence of the Lambs. Not Hannibal, but the other
one.
Yes.
Oh, the one who wears this and dances around and does.
Yes, exactly. That outfit. Yes.
Yeah, we have the same closet. Look at that.
So this is from truecrime.com.
You asked for this, folks.
You asked, and I do have a lot of random murder facts. So while being questioned, Ebgeen confessed to digging up 9 corpses between 1947 and 1952. He had made a number of nighttime visits to local graveyards. He planned to use women's skin as a suit so that he could become his mother. That's a real fact.
That is very much psycho. I see where you're going with this.
Yeah. It's very psycho. And Buffalo Bill, that's the character. That's the character from Silence.
Who wants to wear the
So among the random things, I'm trying to remember where.
Oh my goodness, I have the same dog as him.
Oh yes, you do. Oh God. Oh, that's weird.
What? I have some soul searching to do.
She has the same dog as the kind of dog. We'll get to the dogs in a second. As the kind of dog in no, because you wanted to talk about dogs later.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
I'm waiting for the puppy talk.
We'll get there. So let's see. I'm trying to remember. There are pictures of this, so if you really want to find this out. But one of the things that he made a bunch of random stuff out of the human skin that he had left over, including the things that he was making out of the suit. So he made a couple of lampshades. I think he made a pair of shoes. And then he made a nipple belt, which is just nipples of varying people that he cut off of the corpses and then knit into a little belt. And he wore that around. And there you go. That's real murder facts, Lady Morgan.
All I've got is I like playing Trivia Murder Party on Jackbox TV.
I would love to have a belt that was like when you make those plaster casts of your
Yes! Oh my God, that'd be fun.
You know what I mean? You could take like a pewter cast of everyone's nipples and wear them as a belt.
Yes.
And that would be a lot less creepy.
Right. Well, no, it wouldn't, but it would be less like, could you imagine I wore that with my dress and be like, oh, these are Lady Rosaline's here. These are Morgan's. I have Lady Lucrezia's on the back.
Yeah, it would be less creepy if they're still alive. If these people are still alive after taking the casts, it would be all right? Question mark?
Yes.
I want to show this, and the Lady Brandy says she wants to know
the mechanics. As far as I could tell, it's very similar to tanning leather. So basically, he took these pieces of body parts and then kind of dried them out into like a jerky-like substance, and then sewed them together with like twine. This is 1957, so this is like longer ago than you think it was, but
nipple jerky.
Quickly, we are 10 minutes into the show, and I'm going to change it to Contessa Catalina's vodka hour because I am already. These topics. I love it though. I love that this is what people chose, and I'm legitimately learning things. It's just
don't get me started on cannibalism. There's
I was going to say, is nipple jerky the next type of random food that you're going to be trying at the Alabama Medieval Fantasy?
Oh my God! So if it counts, I have to ask my cousin Pope if it counts as a fish, you can eat it.
Right, well, I mean.
I don't think cumin is fish, Catalina.
Yeah. Probably not. I don't know. It would depend on how desperate you got to not have chicken. I don't know.
If it's a swimmer, does it count as a fish?
Michael Phelps.
If it's Michael Phelps, is it a fish?
I used to work at Eastern State Penitentiary, and I worked in this place called, I think it's called Detritus. Which is one of the sections of the haunted house. And all of the characters in there are supposed to be cannibals. They're supposed to have degraded from being, they've survived by eating other humans, and then that's how they've become who they are. So I really did just one day look up random facts about cannibals. And the most disturbing thing, which isn't very graphic, so thankfully, the most disturbing thing, yes, this is nipple jerky, the new pepperoni. Oh God, I don't know if I would eat a pizza served with nipples on it. I don't know if I can handle that.
I would eat a pizza served on nipples, but I would not do the other way around.
Yes. See, now I've seen that in California. You can get, what is it, sushi in the raw? Sushi on a naked woman. Yeah. The craziest thing was there was a guy in Japan in like 2014 who he had gotten a roommate, and then for some reason it's not clear why, For some reason, he had a French roommate and decided to kill that person and then slowly eat them throughout like several months. So once someone determined that this French person was missing, they go to this guy's apartment and he's like, oh yeah, I've been eating him for like 3 months. And he described it too. And he was like talking about how different parts were like better. And then the crazy thing was there was an international trial because France was trying to take the trial because it was a French national who died. But then Japan was trying to say, well, it's our citizen and we have different statutes on murder and murder things. And they couldn't come to an agreement. So eventually the guy just went free. So he's a actual cannibal still wandering around somewhere in Japan.
So wait, was the person that he ate a victim, or was it somebody who was like, yeah, I'm fine with this?
That was also unclear because there was a point where he said that the French guy was like, no, I really want you. I want to die. I'm suicidal. And I thought that was part of the reason why he was a roommate, was that he wanted to kill himself. And then he was like, yeah, you can totally eat me. And I don't know what all the issue was. It's just there's a lot of, the court case was very, very weird. And then it ended up that he went free. That's the point.
All right. Hey, guess what, everyone? We're going to talk about puppies.
Help yourself. Don't travel to Japan. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Don't travel to Japan if you're suicidal and you want to just, I don't know.
Right.
Yes.
That's
yes.
different.
Oh my. Puppies. So this morning I was walking into my my room here where I was about to broadcast, and my dog was in the doorway and I totally punted him. I feel so bad.
Oh no!
Poor Lucky, just like in the way, and I tripped.
Oh,
I felt so bad.
I have heard that dogs are perceptive enough when they know you well enough. They know it was an accident because all of a sudden you go, oh my gosh, and you love on it. They know he said that.
I felt so bad. He ran immediately downstairs to his daddy, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, buddy.
That's sad.
It was so sad. We were out on our walk this morning, and there was a fence with a bit of a hole underneath, but not that large. And there was a husky peeking just its head out. It was like, arr, 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 arr. But it was just his head, and I was like, oh my god, I hope he's not stuck.
Oh no!
Apparently he does this a lot, and he's just tied up in the backyard, and you can't go any further. But
no.
I was like, oh man.
Lady Rosaline, it's very easy for you to accidentally punch your dog.
He's like,
yes. I would love to see an incident in which Lady Morgan, your dog, got launched. It's hard to.
He punts himself pretty regularly. I will tell you, we were over at my best friend's house at New Year's. So it was just me and my best friend and the people we've been hanging out with since March. Like, we just kept in a small group. And he got so excited when he came through the door. And I said, oh, go outside so that you can go from the front of the house all the way to the back, pretty much like a big long line. So I said to him, all right, let's go outside. And he ran, and they had the main door open, but the screen door was shut. And he ran into the screen door and bent it, just like bam. And it like kind of twisted in the frame. And I was like, oh God, oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. And he was like, your dog's an idiot. I was like, I knew that. And I'm sorry, but yep, there it is.
Well, your puppy lacks in smarts, he makes up for it cute. So like, but yes.
I feel like that's both of our dogs. What our dogs make up in lack of smarts, they make up for it cute.
Oh my goodness.
When we got a new kitten in September, who's adorable, but she has bridged the gap between my older cat, who's like 6 years old, who's a jerk, and the dog, who's just dumb. And so she's kind of in the middle of being cute, but also sort of dumb. So it just, she's great and very floppy, and you pick her up and you put her down, and then she just sort of falls over, which is really adorable. But she's not necessarily very bright, and I have kicked her in the night accidentally because she's all black. So you can't see her. I don't have my contacts in, and I'm just like, oh God, I'm so sorry, my tiny fluffy cat. You just look like a ball on the floor. I feel bad.
Oh no!
Oh, really?
That's happened a lot.
I will note that Lucky does have a very good mommy, because you have that in common, where you've had a few klutzy moments.
Several.
At
least once or twice a day.
Oh my goodness.
He knows. I went down and I was like, buddy, I'm so sorry.
He's pretty solid too, for even being a small dog. Like he can handle it. He's not like a chihuahua. You just step on.
He's fine. He's fine.
Catalina, have you had any random bird incidents? Because I know you have a bird.
I do have a bird. I did not have any bird incidents as of yet, but we, as you know, we just moved into this new space, and the birds came with me. And the bird loves like road trips and going places and adventures. So he has been great, and the dog is having a very hard time. And the dog is crying, and the bird's favorite thing to make noise, the bird's favorite noise to make is the dog cry, to confuse the dog further. So I would cry because she's lost over here, and then I would hear the bird making fun of the dog by crying and confusing the dog even further. That is what happens. That is what happens here, and the bird knows it's funny, and I laugh because it's terrible, because it is actually very funny. So yes, that is the newest. And no, she loves being around. She loves adventures. So she's been fine. It's the dog that's the problem. So, oh goodness, my favorite bird.
A creepy laughter and criminal. All right, now I have to hear because this is true crime and puppies all at once. So
she came to visit from the very south land, and she had never visited up where we are. So she came to visit, and she stayed with me. And I had a bird, and we were I was trying to get over a hangover so we could do the rest of our day. So we slept in, and we just, the things that play NCIS, Criminal Minds, you just put something on while you're trying to drink your food, like, you know what I mean? We had an episode on, and I'm not even paying attention. She starts laughing hysterical as the like really intense, like, dun dun thing is going on. The bird starts to do her maniacal laughter, where she laughs like a Disney villain. She knows how to do it. Like, moments of whoever terrible criminal was like, yes, I did it, and here's the gross way that I did it, and the bird's like, ha, 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 ha. And of course I didn't even, but the lady Bradley is like, oh my god. Yeah, I should have warned her. She makes that noise.
That's amazing.
That's brilliant.
Maniacally laughing birds.
And that's the perfect moment too, like right when it was totally inebriated.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna have to catch her in the act. I'm gonna try and put up some video somewhere.
That is very video worthy.
You need to put up since you have one. You're the only one of us who has one. You need to put up a TikTok video of your bird making the maniacal laughing noise. And I did it.
I'm going to say, Elsa, you answered this question. Don't worry. It was funny at the time. I didn't know she would have such comedic timing.
People without children that teach that teach other things to do terrible things. That's once any of us have. I mean, well, I guess Catherine has a child.
Catherine and Sultana have children.
It's only a matter of time before any of them are like, "All right, honey, now what do we do? What do we say to the day? Not today, Satan." Yes, all right. Good job.
I got to visit the adorable child.
His birthday, yes.
Because it was his birthday yesterday, and I went to her and brought him balloons. And we proceeded to show. I said to Lady Catherine and her wifey that they are in a lot of trouble because he was like, Alexa, play 12 Days of Christmas by Pentatonics. And no kidding, that and Little Drummer Boy, he's dancing around their kitchen floor, just like dancing and singing along and like being really into it. And I said, oh, you're two in trouble. You got a little actor and you didn't even try. And they're like, we know.
Well, and it's so interesting because you think that Lady Catherine, for anyone who doesn't know this, is as much a Muppet backstage as she is on stage.
Oh, it's true.
She and her wifey spawned another Muppet.
It's true.
And they watching them play together is like they are equally Muppety. It is so adorable because he's the only other one that can match her like hyperness. And it's so good.
It was amazing. It was amazing last night.
That they made like, so Catherine's puppet has like the long straight kind of wig, but then like her child has like clearly somebody got a bunch of Cheetos and spray painted them and stuck them to the top of his head, and he's got that like crazy curly hair, and it's just a perfect sort of like father son mother kind of situation going on. It's adorable.
He's very, very cute.
He's very cute.
We've dropped the ball a little bit because we should be teaching these more things. So Sultana and Catherine, watch out, because now we are going to teach your children things.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the soothing song for the little one of Catherine. While he was in utero, she was performing at the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival. And when he was an infant, his soothing song was "My Thing Is My Own."
That was a fair melody, though. Yeah,
we got one more. We got a bunch of questions. The best ones I'm throwing up here. Those two were the winners, but this one was very, very interesting. I wanted to have this one answered as well, ladies. I would like to know about the best date you ever went on.
All right. Rosalind, do you have one? You've given this like scary smile.
I don't know if I have a best date, but I can tell you my first date with my current husband's story, because it's adorable. It's really cute. So we after my other life's day job, he was one of my bosses at that specific job, and we weren't really sure if it was a date, so we kind of each asked each other to go kill time after work. So we went out and we ate Chinese food at this little place, and then he said, "Would you like to go out and a drink?" And I said, "Well, I have to drive home, and I'm always the designated lyricist, so I cannot drink." But I said, we can go to Franklin Fountain and go get ice cream. And we went and we got ice cream. Aww. And I asked him to walk me back to my car. And we ended up spending like a solid amount of time. We were only going to kill like an hour or something. We killed like 3 hours of time. And I said, "Could you walk me back to my car?" He said, "Oh, of course." I was going to anyway. He walked me back to my car. I got in my car. He walked away. He came back and said, "Is this a date?" And I said, "I don't know, was it?" And he said, "Hi, it was a date." And then he gave me a kiss, and it was really cute.
Oh, so the way to Lady Rosaline's heart is through ice cream. Is why ice cream.
I won't say no.
That's really sweet.
It was adorable. I won't say it was like the best date ever, but it's just really cute.
Aww.
So now I'm thinking, all right, so I guess I have the first real date with my husband, and then I love my husband, but he didn't take me on the best date ever.
Oh, you can tell both.
That's all right.
All right.
Watching. It doesn't matter. No.
So what he knows, because I told him about the best date anyway. But so let's see. So the best date I had with my husband, we weren't officially dating at that point, but he was working at the Tennessee Renaissance Fair, and I wasn't doing anything at the time. So I got on like 3 buses from over here all the way out to Tennessee. And it took, I think it took 16 hours to get.
Wait, and you weren't dating yet, and you spent
not officially dating
hours on buses to get to him.
Yes, so that we could hook up in a hotel. But we did.
Wow.
16 hours for a
16 hours. Because it was cheaper. I think, all right, 16 hours in buses, but I think it cost me $20 to get from where I am now all the way over to Knoxville, Tennessee.
That is That is an impressive amount of time for a hookup, Morgan.
I really liked him, and we had previously hooked up before around my birthday. He had been home because his parents lived close to where I lived, so we had gone out to a bar in Philadelphia, and it was really fun. And then we made out a lot in his van, which sounds really creepy, but it wasn't at the time. It was very consensual. It was really fun.
Best date ever. We made out in a van.
Best date ever. We made out in I hope that the next one, your standards are a little bit further up.
All right. So we go all the way over to Tennessee. I go all the way over to Tennessee. He picks me up. I'm wearing like my cute little skirt and everything.
Let me interrupt very quickly. I'm not going to let it slide that you went to Knoxville.
Yes.
Heyo.
Continue.
So we go all the way over to Knoxville, Tennessee. And we got like a cheap hotel, and we went out. I think we just got like Chinese food. Like it was anything impressive. But he was like, all right, what do you want to do? So then
I want to make out in your van in the parking lot.
Well, no, we definitely just had sex in the hotel room several times. But then
this better than the van.
Yes, but this is all right. So this is really the fun part, and it kind of relates to the best date ever. Is we got like Chinese food that was pretty good, and a couple of bottles of wine, and then we just hung out and watched Mystery Science Theater for like 6 hours, just eating Chinese food together, hanging out, just the two of us in this hotel room, drinking bottles of wine, and just having a really, really fun time. We could only stay there for like a little bit. There was a reason that I think we'd only be there for like 3 days or something, and then he had to leave and go back. But yeah, we didn't really do much of anything else. We took some walks and went to like a couple parks and stuff. I think we saw a movie, but like that wasn't the fun part. The fun part was like we just stayed inside. Yeah, Chinese, absolutely.
I was just going to say, I think the reason I am still single and everyone is picking up on this is because I don't think I've ever started a date with let's get Chinese food. And
oh my God. Wait. So the best date ever is very similar to this. So this was, I was dating a soldier who's still my best friend. And he was in Fort Huachuca in Arizona. So it's along the Arizona border. I flew out, I rented a car, we were hanging out. We had been together for like 2.5 years at that point. So this was like a long established relationship. And we just got a cheap hotel room. And then this Chinese food, yes.
Chinese food
and Girl Scout cookies. That was the best part.
Yes.
Girl Scout cookies and Cool Whip. So the whole weekend is just us pretty much just naked in this hotel room, eating Chinese food, Girl Scout cookies dipped in Cool Whip. And then we played through Dead Space, which is a scary, scary video game. And it's a long video game too. So that the whole weekend was just like, we would in between bouts of having sex, get showers, and then just eat Chinese food and have Girl Scout cookies. And that was almost the entire weekend. And it was legitimately we didn't need to go anywhere. We didn't need to do anything. I didn't have to put clothing on the entire time. It was just so much fun to just be there with the person that you care about the most, doing absolutely nothing but having fun with each other.
So technically, instead of the nipple pepperoni pizza, you had nipple Girl Scout cookies.
Nipple Girl Scout cookies, yes, definitely.
Were they tag-alongs, or were they Samoas, or were they?
They were Thin Mints.
Yeah, no, it was definitely Thin Mints.
No, Ladies Rosaline, those are your cookies.
Those are my cookies. Yes, they're very Thin Mints.
Thin Mints and peanut butter patties. But I will say, Thin Mints and peanut butter patties dipped in Cool Whip is like the best thing ever. Like just as a dessert is amazing. Just so good.
She wanted s'more.
No, it was.
She laughed at my pun, everyone. I'm not dead.
Wait. This is why we need Elsa. What are they?
Caramel Delights.
Caramel Delights, yes.
That's just another name for a Samoa.
I love that someone repackaged some of the Girl Scout cookies as Jason Samoas, and they all sold out. Like someone just put Jason Momoa's face on a bunch of boxes of Samoas somewhere, and yes.
Good job marketing, you Girl Scout out there. Good job.
That's brilliant. That is
so,
brilliant.
Catalina, have you learned things about how to not be single anymore? You just have to invite someone over to your abode for Chinese food.
Chinese. Well, I mean, that's always a good plan. I am learning now.
Can you eat Chinese food though? Do they have vegan Chinese?
They have lots of vegetarian stuff.
Most places.
The most options anywhere. Absolutely.
Brilliant. So get some like vegetable lo mein.
Oh, that sounds good already.
Yeah.
And just you can eat it like in The Lady and the Tramp and just like
get some spring rolls.
Yeah. You do that one more time. That was beautiful.
Only for you, Catalina. Gross. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all of you watching. You didn't need to see that. Especially since you may have been able to see
your crown fell off.
My lost crown. Apparently, this morning I swallowed my temporary crown. I know I'm a lady and I'm always struggling to get a crown, but not that.
Because spitters are quitters.
Spitters are quitters. I swallowed everyone.
You did.
For the first time ever when I did not want to swallow. I should probably not have swallowed.
Probably shouldn't add in all of the other silly things that I know about that kind of stuff.
So I think I'm going to open up the floor. I'm just going to.
All right.
You have time to talk about whatever you want.
Oh God.
And if anyone
oh my God. All right, wait. All right, I have to share something with you that I think is kind of life-changing, especially now since both of you have moved to different places. This is amazing for me. Yes, all right. I have joined a local group that is a buy nothing local group. And all it is you have to like verify your address, basically, of like, here's where I live. And then it's just anyone in your basic vicinity neighborhood within like 15 minutes drive of you is going to be like, hey, I have all these clothes that I don't want anymore, or I've got this like dresser that I don't need, or I've got this bed frame. Like, it's just been random stuff. I've been able to clean out a whole bunch of my closet and a bunch of random toys that my dog doesn't use and all kinds of random stuff. And then I got like, what did I get so far? I got a bone for my dog that someone's dog didn't want. I got him a brand new collar that they just didn't want to have anymore because their dog had passed away. Like I got like a pair of boots, like a brand new pair of shoes that someone was just like, I don't want these. They didn't fit me well. And I bought them for like $10 and it's going to cost me more to return them. Like, I was like, yes. So just, yes.
Yes. I'm on a group called, I think, Next Door.
That does something similar. Yeah. Or Elsa's saying free cycle as well.
Yes. Looking at that too. That is really good to know. I would not have guessed. And yes, like you're saying, in moving things around, I am missing lots of things. And I also, I'll have like a stack of clothes that I'm like, I don't know what to do with these. That's great.
For the longest time, I was trying to get rid of a bunch of clothes that my sister had given me on like Facebook Marketplace. And I got rid of a bunch of them and I'm really happy about that. But after a point,
we have your pants.
Yes, I just gave you the pants that I was.
Contessa and I are going to be in your pants.
In your pants. I just want to point out to folks also that it is amazing how much clothing, like when we say the Chase Treasure Girls, we are like sisters. Like I wear so many articles of clothing. I'm like, look, it's Lucrezia's shirt. Look, it is Morgan's pants. Like I wear so many clothes. Hey, I think we all do that. We're like,
we're our own Chase Treasure Free Cycle group.
We are. So this is right up our alley.
I got a bunch of dresses, and funny enough, they're all kind of the same dress or along the same theme. And there's a red one, there's a blue one, and there's a black one. And I was like, all right, maybe I should just give the other two away to you. They're really cute. They're very lacy. But I think they'd be too big for you. So
that would be really funny if we
all had the same
three of them. The three of us wore them on another Contessa Catalina show. And we were like, we're all wearing the same dress.
Oh my gosh, we could be like a backup singers to someone. We could
we could do the moves that would taught to us by your hair, Daddy.
Morgan, yes.
The muffins.
I have my muffins. Here's a muffin you can't have. My muffin.
You can't have my
But if he is, we have muffins for you.
Amazing. Ladies, we mentioned the projects that we're going to be up to.
Oh God, right. Yes.
So I don't remember the big announcements that we had to say. We've got a couple big announcements for Chase Treasure. Now, remember, we always have our upcoming Ladies Unlaced episodes. And the next one is next Friday. This Friday, next Friday, Friday the 15th.
Friday the 15th. Yes,
that's this Friday.
Yes.
So we've got that episode. We've got one on the 29th. We've got the Valentine's Day episode on the 12th of February. We've got February 26th, March 12th, and March 26th. Those are all lined up.
Yeah.
And in addition to the Ladies Unlaced episodes we have coming up, we also have, it has been confirmed, right, Morgan, that we are definitely having a concert.
Yes.
Right? On June the 5th, Saturday, June the 5th, as an after-hours concert for the New Jersey Renaissance Festival.
This is the first unofficial announcement. We are hopefully, as long as I get all of the emails approved, so I had to send them up the chain a bit. We will be sending out emails tomorrow, and we will make an official announcement and put everything on the website tomorrow. Here's the thing about this concert. Because of current guidelines, we are only selling 100 tickets. So they're $15. They're not expensive. If you want to come to this concert, buy a ticket as soon as they go up, because they will probably sell out very quickly. Additionally to that, if you get onto the website and that too, we'll get there.
That too. Keep going.
If you get onto the website and you're trying to buy tickets, but you can't buy them because they're sold out, send me an email. It's melissa@njrenfair.com. It'll be up on that site for the tickets. Send me an email and say that you would like to be on the I think it's like
waiting list.
Yeah, it's a waiting list. So if the CDC and the state of New Jersey allow us to have more people at the concert, then those were the first people that I will contact. And I will make sure I have a list of everyone's emails. I'm very thorough with this kind of thing, so don't worry about it. But you will be the first people to be contacted if you cannot purchase a ticket for the first 100 tickets.
It's all the way in June, so we'll cross our fingers that we'll all get vaccinated by then, and we'll be able to see each other.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. So that's
we're just trying to keep everybody safe.
Yes. So that's announcement number 1, and we will be appearing at the New Jersey Ren Fair one of the weekends or two. Yeah. We don't know yet.
We haven't confirmed who's appearing at this time. We're still trying to work that out. We have a budget meeting this coming week, so hopefully
I'll be there. That's all we know.
Weeks, yes.
Also, as Elsa has mentioned down below, we are currently accepting portraitures of any of you, women, men, non-binary friends, if I could talk, wearing your pearls, because we're making a photo compilation for this week's show. So please send us portraitures of you in pearls. There's a Facebook post about it, or you can email us.
Yes. Everybody deserves a pearl necklace. So whether you are a masculine person, a feminine person, a non-binary type person, everyone deserves a pearl necklace. We would love to see all of those, and include any information that you feel you need us to share. So if it's your Instagram handle, if it's the person who took the photo, because it's a very professional photo, like we'll put that up too. So we'll credit everybody. Just get us your photos. That's what we need.
Get us your photos, and yes, it means what you think it means. Also, very, very exciting information. If we can pull it off, fingers crossed. I just sent Morgan all the info this morning.
Yes, I have to start plugging that in.
So we are hoping to start our Patreon.
Yay!
Yay! For Chase Treasure. We're hoping, no promises, to launch it the beginning of February.
Yes.
So there'll be different levels and different prizes, perks, I don't know what you call them.
Yeah, it's different tiers of subscription.
Thank you.
So we have like a lower priced option, we have some higher priced options. But after everybody kept asking us, the longest time I really didn't think that we could create enough material to be able to put together a Patreon. And having done this whole year remotely, I've really realized that yes, we can, absolutely, especially with the support of Rosaline and Fräulein Elsa, to be able to put all of that stuff together and in a really great format. So you'll get a lot more videos, you'll get a lot more behind the scenes sort of stuff. You'll get a lot of probably final rehearsals before a live show from all the different trios that we'll have going around. And this is something that will ending up being pretty sustainable, which is nice too. So that'll continue on.
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
very excited.
I think the most exciting thing that I came up with just randomly during our meeting about it was a Chaste Treasure lyric book.
Yes!
So, you too can sing along at all of our shows.
The official lyrics, and then we could probably include some of our not necessarily the personalized verses, but like
the caveat verses. I'm not going to put in all 100 of my caveat verses, but we can include some of the classics, as they were, that make their rounds.
The retired verses.
Yes, that's probably my favorite perk.
That was a really good one. I really like that. That'll be.
I love this. And ladies, when you get more information, let me know. I will be sure to post everything, and we can have you back on whenever once it's launched, and we can talk about it. So that's
more murder facts. Yeah.
I love this, and like I said, everyone who has chosen all of these topics, thank you for sharing them with us, because we had all the answers for you. You picked it up. We didn't think we would really go for it, and we did. So.
I have 2 more things I'd like to share. Just
we forgot another very important one, Morgan. I hope you're mentioning it.
Well, this is for me, but go ahead.
Oh, one more thing for Taste Treasure.
Yes.
We got nominated for a 2020 Renaissance Festival Award. Even though we were only at 1.5 festivals last year.
I have no idea how this happened, but yay!
I will be posting it on Taste Treasure's page later today, the link for voting, but voting is now open.
Woo!
For the Renaissance Festival Awards. We are nominated for Best Adult Small Stage Act. Yes, that is a mouthful.
Yeah, that's a lot of things.
Yes, there are like no categories this year. There's like huzzah! So there's like, and you can also vote for our friends Bardi Party. We're not up against them this year.
Right. That's the nice thing, is that Bardi Party get nominated in that was a family-friendly trio. And I was like, oh God, finally, I can actually be like, hey, please vote for them. They're wonderful people.
We can support our friends. So yes, please go online and vote for us. The link will be on Chase Treasure's page shortly, and I will pin it so that it's easy to find. Please tell your friends, share. We won, thanks to all of you, Best Small Stage Act at last year's Renaissance Festival Awards. So we'd love to keep it going 2 years running. Thanks to you, our fans.
I hope
All right, take it away, Morgan.
All right, I'll be brief on this one because it's not that hard. I have a Patreon already, which I keep forgetting to advertise. So Catalina's teaching me how to do things on Instagram. So I'm hoping that will help me get more people. But so it is myself and my husband. We are the Quill and the Quote. So I write short fiction, and then my husband is a professional voiceover artist. He narrates it. So we have a bunch of different stuff, and this is going to be a new year. So we're relooking at some of our tiers. But yeah, we've put together basically 2 whole books worth of material at this point. So I am hoping that by the end of this month as well, I'll be able to get at least one of those up on Amazon and Kindle and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so we are patreon.com/Quill and Quote. Yes, the Quill and Quote. Yes, which Tommy Abbott also subscribes to, which I'm very thank you, Tommy Abbott. Yeah, so go check us out. It is 18 plus because a lot of our stuff either deals with swearing or some pretty adult themes like murder. So if that's not your bag, then don't do it. But I definitely have some really fun stories coming up. Like I think Tom's recording a story I just wrote called 10 Cup Max that is about kind of loosely based on one time I was writing a paper for a college and I drank an entire pot of coffee and almost had a psychotic break. So that could happen. Yeah, so I just took it a couple steps further, but it's based on a real paper that I really wrote.
All right. That's amazing. My favorite, if you have not gotten to read any of Lady Morgan's stories before, they are absolutely fabulous. I had one written about my character back in 2013.
Oh my God, I still have that, yes.
She wrote like a fanfic about the backstory of King Edward I, Edward Longshanks, who fought against William Wallace, and his second wife, Queen Margaret, who I was playing. And it was a sexy, sexy story time. If you have not published that one yet, Morgan, you should. Yeah,
I did check out and edit it because I can make it better. But yeah, so some of the stories are kind of steamy, sexy stories. Yeah,
it was better than the Captain America Wolverine.
It was like sexy versus like this is awkward.
I did write one, and I don't know if Tommy actually read it or not, but I did write one called Richard 2, which is a gay romance that takes place in the it's Lord Edward de Vere and I'm trying to remember who the other character was, but they're both watching a rehearsal of a Shakespeare play, and Dan Kostelik as Shakespeare does make an appearance where he keeps showing up awkwardly in the middle of these two men making out, and he's like, my lord, I wanted to let you know that the play is finished. Have you finished it? Do you like it? And it's just awkward Dan showing up several times while these two dudes are definitely hooking up, but like very awkwardly. It's
I know this fiction, but I would believe that story 100%.
I'm just imagining Dan Kostelik like walking in on two people making out and him being like, hey, yeah.
Yes, and that's the other thing I wanted to say. So later on tonight, I'm making an appearance for Nat 21 to talk about the game that I ran for Nat 21, which is coming up on Tuesday the 12th, I believe is the official thing. So Nat 21 is Paolo Garbanzo's online gaming thing, and they also have a Patreon as well. And it's been really fun. A lot of their stuff is very high fantasy. This is not high fantasy. So if you're not into high fantasy or you'd like to try something very different, this is based on the Delta Green situation. So that's Lovecraftian horror in a modern context.
Ooh.
So if you like horror type genre stuff, but you want to see it like almost film noir-esque, of people investigating some kind of mysterious happenstance, but they know that something really wrong has happened. That's why Delta Green gets called in. Like, murder, but like murder with tentacles. So like, okay,
yay! Murder.
This isn't about that specifically, but yeah. So this is our first foray into doing that. So if they like it, if people like it, then I get to run a scenario that I hand wrote myself. So this was a Delta Green, like the actual game system developed this situation, this scenario, and I ran it for people. But yeah, it'll be real fun.
That's great. I'm so glad that you are. Oh yes, go.
Oh, Catalina, do you see the comment by Fräulein? You put that up? Yes. So there is a category. I forgot about this because I didn't notice it until last night. There's a category for favorite online performance of 2020. So Lassa, I voted for the New Year's Eve wrap-up episode of Ladies
Oh
and
my
Ladies.
God, that was brilliant.
Just because it was amazing and it features almost all of the ladies at some point, and a lot of ridiculousness. So that's the episode that I would recommend you nominate. But if you would like to nominate any Chase Treasure online Ladies and Laced episodes, I have a feeling they'll just lump them all together. So yes, there is a category for that as well, and it's all write-in. So please do vote for Chase Treasure for that as well. Thank you, Fräulein Elsa.
Yes, thank you for reminding us that. Yeah,
brain.
We just
I've got an empty
promotion
socket, and I don't know where I am right now.
Well, ladies, this has been an absolute blast. I'm going to put up a couple of things. And next time, thank you everyone for joining me for the premiere episode. This was the episode where we figured out what on earth we were doing. So thank you for joining me. And please, those of you who haven't already, because there were just a handful of people on here who may not already, follow Chase Treasure on Facebook, Instagram, all of the things, and at chasetreasure.com. And then, of course, I'm going to throw out my own stuff. You can follow me with all of my things on TikTok and Instagram, and I also have my Patreon. Those of you who subscribe to my Patreon, in the future, you are the ones who are going to be available to pick the topics for upcoming.
It is so hard because it's backwards, and I'm just where do I point? Where do I point? There it is. All right.
But in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, a wonderful rest of your weekends. And thank you so much for joining us. And ladies, thank you so much for being on the premiere. I would love to have you back anytime. Seriously, This was a blast. And we can talk about more uncomfortable murder things, more nipples, and more Samoas. And
Catalina, who's up next week?
Yeah, next week, I am almost 100% positive that it's going to be Fräulein Elsa! And Fräulein, I was given a suggestion from After Shakespeare that we should not talk about Hallmark movies, but debate them.
Oh.
Because somebody is a big fan and somebody is the complete opposite, so you're right.
also has wonderful historical, I think it's like dinosaur facts and things like that from where she works in the museum.
To talk about. So those of you who are subscribed to my Patreon who are watching right now, those are some great topics to suggest us. Again, the topics in the future for upcoming episodes are only available for topic suggestions from Patreon subscribers. So if you want to do that, jump on board with lots of different tiers. So ladies, once again, thank you so much. Please go follow Chase Treasure wherever they are and all of the other things that we talked about. And I'm going to sign off now, but I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And go eat some Chinese food.
Yes.